Hi AMbrose, this is Maggie and I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to use this AP Teacher Web to do your report cards. So once you've logged in, I'm going to go to the next screen. Alright, so this is what my default view comes on, so I'm just going to go into Enter. And when you go into Enter, you can see that there's right here, there's the ability to enter grades by roster, by student, and by continuum. You can also do the same thing over here, enter your grades by roster, by student, or continuum. So I'm going to start with roster and go through all of these for you. Okay, so I've clicked on roster, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to select a course. So, for example, maybe I want to start with reading. When I go to reading, and it loads, you're going to see my entire class here, which is awesome. So I can start entering grades. Now, under the fall right here, this is where I'm going to enter your E, M, P, or N. And here is where I'm going to do my grade level skills. Now, in order to figure out what my grade level skills are, I'm going to just click on here and it's going to open up to a window. And this window is going to show you exactly what each does. So what I could do if I want now is I can go through each one of my students and enter in their work habits, their independent reading, their demonstrates comprehension, and their applies decoding strategies. I could do that all right here and then go to the next student, and then I'd have that next student to do. Or I could just look here, remember what these are. They correspond to the report cards that we use now. And then just go in and do, okay, fall, 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 fall. And so then I could do, for example, my entire class at one time, which is really great. It's kind of more like a spreadsheet. If I go to social development, okay, now you'll notice in social development, at least for 3, 4, 5, I know that you don't have grades for those. So we're going to leave these blank and not give them a grade. And we're just going to go into these 3 skills. So there shows respect, exhibit self-control, and cooperates with others. So I could do my 3 right here under the fall term and go to each student, or now that I know what each of those 3 are, I could do my entire class at once. Once I'm done, I can either press save or I can press done. Obviously you want to save your work as often as you possibly can and then press done. So that's really your option for by roster. By student, sorry, it takes some time to load. Okay, by student, this gives me the opportunity to show as many courses as I want. So maybe I just want to work on social development and I just want to work on one course, or maybe I want to work on all the possible courses. So here you can see I've got social development, and as I go down, I've got responsibility for learning, reading, writing, math, history and social science, science technology, art. Art? Oh, look, PE. I've never had this before. This is new. Technology. So I guess we can actually enter in our own grades here, but we don't have to do that because the specialists are supposed to be able to do that as well. So maybe I'll just do 5 courses. So now I can go through and do all of Claire's grades, her entire report card, if I want. When I do a course narrative, for example, if I need to do comments, you just click on here, and you make sure that you click on the specific, term that it is. You write your narrative, and then you press save. And then I can go to my next student, and then I can start doing all of my grades for that student just in this area. So when you do it by student, you really can do their entire report card at once, much like we did on the Excel spreadsheet before. So the last one is the continuum, and this gives you the option to go by course. So let's go to math. I'm going to start with Claire just because she's on the top, and then I'm going to go to my fall marking period. And now this one is kind of like individual, the individual course or the individual subject. So I can click on my grade that way, and some people just find this more easier. They might go through each student and do all of their math grades, and then go to another one, social development, and do all their grades for that. Now, this grade do not use. This is new, I've never seen it, it doesn't need to be there. And your social development here is another place that you can do your fall narrative. So, when you're done with that, you press done. So once you've finished all of your report cards and you have pressed saved and you are sure they're ready, or you want to see if they're ready, you go to reports. When you click on reports, where is it? Report cards. So you can see that I've already generated a couple. You can do specific report cards, or you can do all of your report cards. So let's go to generate the progress reports for 3 to 5. When I generate it comes up, 3 to 5, grade 4, and I want to just do all of my students. And so it will automatically put all of the students that I've done, and it will generate the report card. Now sometimes this takes a while, so I'm going to pause until that's done. Alright, actually that didn't take very long. So I've generated it, now I'm going to click on View, and it's going to pop up and it's going to show me the report card. Now I haven't put any of my grades in for my students, but you can already see that the attendance has been put in for them, so you don't have to worry about that at all. That's directly connected to central office. And then you'll have all of your grades here and on the sides, and then you'll have your comments will be in here. You can go to the next page. Oops, sorry. And then there'll be the specials on the second page. So that's what your new report cards will look like. It's still got the, what everything means. It doesn't have those long descriptions anymore, so that's the major difference. But that's something you can put on a website, or, whatever you want to do about that. Generally, I think that these skills tell parents and families what's expected of them, so you don't really need those descriptions on every report card. I think that's all for now, but if you do have any more questions, we can check that out anytime. All right, thanks for watching.